a few that love him so much and to do anything except anything he do. He just want to keep them few.
Right.
But he really want to remove you off the planet Earth.
Right.
But they cause us to be sick. They cause us to misuse and mistreat one another.
That's true. Yes, sir.
That's right.
Today, brothers and sisters, it is time for us to divorce them.
That's right.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said we must separate
That's right. Yes, sir.
ourselves from them.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
So I just used the term divorce,
Yes, sir.
going along with the words I'm speaking to you today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They are in line with the messenger,
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
because I know nothing of Islam
Yes, sir.
except what I got from the messenger.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right.
And I got what I got from the messenger through Brother Minister Basim Muhammad.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Praise due to Allah.
That's right.
I have read the Bible, the Quran, listened to the messenger,
Yes, sir.
but not having the understanding, I needed someone to go to.
That's
That's
right.
That's
right.
right.
So he raised me in the understanding.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir.
So all praise is due to Allah for the Honorable
Yes,
Elijah
sir.
Muhammad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm grateful for Brother Minister Basim Muhammad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For I know when I will become out of bounds,
Yes, sir.
because I know the teachings.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we must divorce or separate ourselves from the enemy.
That's
That's
right.
right.
How do you separate yourself?
Good question.
Good question.
Once you get the knowledge of yourself, it removes fear, it gives you strength and courage.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Once you have strength and courage, you no more bend down on one knee, you no more submissive. You stand up strong and you start talk with a powerful voice.
Yes,
That's
right.
right.
Yes,
You do
sir.
not bow your head when the devil come among you, because you have power. You know who you are. You know God is within you and he stands with you.
Yes, sir.
And as the Holy Quran says, when there are two or more of you, Allah is the third, or the
Yes,
fourth, or the fifth.
Yes,
He is
sir.
ever present.
Yes,
So when you divorce or separate yourself from them and come into the knowledge of yourself and get your brothers and your sisters together in unity,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
unity is power.
Yes,
That's right.
We are taught that Allah means power and force.
Yes,
That's right.
If you are together in unity, then you have power and force. And as the Holy Quran says, if there are two or more, allows a third, and so on, then you are power and force. And the more you get of your brothers and sisters, the more power and force that is with you.
That's
Not
right.
that you are the power and force, but the power and force is with you.
That's
Because
right.
each one of you are with each other. And that's
right.
unity. And that's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, unity is the key.
That's
for
right.
our salvation.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And that is the goal of the Nation of Islam, brothers and
That's
sisters.
right.
To teach the people the truth.
Yes, sir.
To separate ourselves from the evil and wickedness that is out here.
That's
That's
true.
right.
You know, we can't say like the Pope say, when they asked him, is it all right for homosexuals to be here? He says, I'm not the one to judge. But the Pope is supposed to be the God on earth.
True.
Is that right? That's what they call him, God on earth. Just like Pharaoh in the Bible, they refer to him as God on earth, and now he's going to tell you I can't be the judge. Why? Because all that started in the Catholic Church.
Yes, sir.
But this book that they so dearly love
Talk to us.
talk against that.
Yes, sir.
But since it's going on, and not just that, all this wickedness is going on, they are starting to back up. Because they are committing the same fornications, the same crimes that are in this book that is against God. They are doing themselves.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. You're right.
So they are stepping back. So you don't hear too much about the Catholic Church no more.
That's right.
Only time you hear about them when they messing with little boys.
That's it.
Now you got the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said we lose ourselves in the white man so much as world and society that we want to intertwine with it so much that you know right from wrong.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't matter if you are a Muslim or a Christian. You know right from wrong. It is an internal instinct that is within you.
That's right.
You have these preachers of Christianity
That's right.
doing the same thing the Pope is doing and all those bishops.
That's true. That's true.
Think about it.
But in America, the Baptists and the Episcopalian and all these other religions of Christianity are following the same way.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Now you got the Baptists doing the same thing.
Right.
That's right.
All this that they do, this Bible that they believe in condemns it.
That's right.
Think about it.
It condemns it.
Yes, sir.
And our people just close their eyes to this.
That's right.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, we don't have to argue with them.
That's true. That's right.
He said, put a clean glass up against a dirty glass.
That's right.
That's what.
Which one will you drink?
Think about that. Question?
That glass is dirty
Yes, it is.
for the black man.
That's right.
The black man and woman in America, if you can't see you drinking out of a dirty glass,
That's right.
then you deserve to be with the devil.
That's right.
Think about it. Teach, brother. Teach. Teach.
Mathematics is Islam. And Islam is mathematics.
That's right.
It is mathematically proven in the Holy Quran and the Bible that the devil had 6 days to rule.
That's what it says.
right.
Yes, sir.
It's in there. Their rule is up.
Yes, it is.
It says to us in the books that when their time is up, they will be searching to go into the heavens.
That's right.
What are they trying to go to the heavens for?
Think about it.
To escape the destruction right here.
That's right.
Why? You see, brothers and sisters, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that we are the children that were in bondage.
That's right.
That's right. Think about it.
The pathetic picture you get in the Bible of Pharaoh and Moses, that is us today.
Yes, sir.
But it is something for you to see, a prophecy of a people to come.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
And as these people bow down to that Pharaoh, the people here bow down to this Pharaoh.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes.
But God sent one to go to Pharaoh
True. True.
and tell Pharaoh to let his people go.
That's right.
Allah sent the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to us
Yes, sir.
to tell you, let Pharaoh go.
That's
Right.
right.
Yes,
sir.
Think about
Now, when you think about it, it is funny in a sense. Because you won't let Pharaoh go, and you know that his time is up.
Right. Think about it.
God has plagued Pharaoh, and Pharaoh said, okay, go. And Moses took his people. And when he got to the Red Sea, God opened the Red Sea up.
Yes, it did.
And Pharaoh, so mad and so much hate in his heart, to let his slave go, he went after his slave. And when he came to the Red Sea, after the people got through it, God caused the Red Sea to close
Yes,
He
sir.
did.
and killed them.
That's right.
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 Think about it.
Here we are today. We don't have a Red Sea. But God is getting us together by the way of his teaching through the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And he is gathering us together,
Yes, sir.
trying to put us in unity.
Yes, sir.
Because our time is going to come
That's right.
that we're going to have to move.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And when the time comes for us to move, we'll be moving as a unit.
That's
Talk
right.
about it.
And as we move as a unit, the devil is going to get mad.
Yes,
Yes,
that's right.
yes.
And he's going to come after you.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said he doesn't have the Red Sea. He has a lake of fire waiting on him.
Yes.
So teaches the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Think about that.
Me and my brothers were talking. And we was talking, and in our conversation came up about Lot's wife, who turned into a pillar of salt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see, when you turn back, he told Lot and his family, do not look back.
Look back.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
What you looking back for? That shouldn't even have to be made known.
Right.
God said, leave this place, I'm going to destroy it, every blade of grass.
That's right.
My thought is, if somebody's dropping a bomb right here, I'm running. I'm not looking back.
That's right.
I'm going to keep moving and moving
That's right.
and pray that the bomb don't hit me.
That's
That's
right.
Until I feel I am far enough away
Yes, sir.
that I don't hear nothing, I don't see no lights in the sky.
That's right.
Wow.
But the angels told Lot for him and his family not to look back.
That's
That's
right.
right.
So upon their leaving, they heard the fire. They heard the destruction going on.
Yes, sir.
They heard the cries of their people that was there.
That's right.
The people who they lived among that was not worthy to leave.
True.
They heard those cries. And as they was leaving, his wife turned around. Why? Because even though she made it out of there, she loved that place.
That's right.
Think about it.
So it is an example for us. Salt, when people say, oh, he or she is salty, that means they're mad.
Mm-hmm.
And salt, and when you turn into a pillar of salt, you decay.
That's
That's
right.
right.
You go away.
That's right.
That's right.
But she turned around, like our people would do, because they have families here. The scripture said, I will take one among, there'd be two in the field, and I will take one.
That's right.
Meaning he would take one of your brother, it could be your twin brother. But Allah would take one and leave the other. He's not dealing with emotions, he's dealing with mathematical facts. It's a reason why he's doing this.
Yes,
True.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Because one is righteous and one is unrighteous.
That's
That's
right.
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 The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, the reason is because if we took this devil with us to heaven,
True.
he will upset and uproar heaven.
That's right.
He said, we already know this because it already has happened.
That's right.
That's right.
So we have to remove this devil.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. That's
So brothers and sisters, we have to understand this teaching is preparing us
Yes,
to
sir.
not look back at this world. It is preparing us to move forward.
Yes, sir.
It is preparing us not to have no regrets. When you have regrets, you say, I wish I could have done this. I wish if I could go back in time, I would do this, and I can do this. Well, this way of life is preparing us not to have regrets.
That's
See,
right.
you want to say, well, you know, I'm a Muslim and I'm standing here and I'm talking, I did things wrong. The messenger say, the day you accept Islam, all that is forgiven.
True.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Forget all that you have done.
Right. Yes, sir.
And from this day forward, walk aright.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That is the thing. So you don't have to have any regrets for what you did in the past.
That's right.
In the past, what you do now is what you must stand on.
That's right.
Time is running. One more thing, brothers and sisters.
Yes, sir.
Again, I was talking to one of my brothers who was on the phone, and he said that I needed to, he said I needed to, he said I should clarify something. And that is when I spoke on Levi Kareem. I said he's a liar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I said because in his paper he has Brother Minister Basir Muhammad. He says that the messenger made him the leader of the Nation of Islam. And I said that the messenger made him a minister.
True.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And brother said, well, you know, they'll pick that apart. And they will try. However, I said the messenger made him a minister, and brother minister is happy with being a minister.
Yes, sir.
But in understanding what a minister is,
Right.
a minister is a leader.
True.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Plain and simple.
That's right.
I said that 2 weeks ago in there, but the brother fell in mid clarification. A minister is a leader.
Yes, sir.
You say, those of you who are always trying to find reason to discredit words,
That's right. That's right.
you say a minister is just a minister, someone who ministers to others. Well, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said to Brother Minister Basir before, how are your followers doing? And when he was in Los Angeles,
Yes, sir.
and he said, they are your followers, the Holy Apostle. And he said, no, they're your followers. They are following you to me.
True.
Yes.
They're not here with me. They are following you here to me.
That's right.
That's
right. That's right.
A leader. Messenger words.
Mhm.
Those of you who pick things apart, Mr. Farrakhan said almost the exact same thing. In theology of time. The messenger, I haven't read it in a while, but the messenger, Brother James Shabazz, he gave a donation, and he said, the messenger of Allah, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said to him, what a wonderful thing you and your followers have done.
That's right.
Think about it.
He's there. And he says, what a wonderful thing you and your followers have done.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Think about it.
Brother ministers always said the messenger made leaders.
True.
Yes.
That's right.
He said the ministers are leaders.
Yes, sir.
But see, you have brothers who were not made ministers by the messenger, though came up in the time of the messenger,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
who are envy and jealous of the success of one of the messenger's last ministers. Because they are hearing the word across the country.
True.
So those who are not being heard like he is being heard want to cause the division. Brothers and sisters, we cannot let this happen.
We won't let it happen.
So anytime, and you know, he wasn't the only one in the paper that was spoken of. But as I said before, those brothers who are with them ministers, those particular ministers, they will have to deal with that minister,
That's right.
Levi Kareem.
That's right.
But this brother is a liar, and it can be proven that he's a liar.
That's right.
That's right.
By his ways and his actions.
Yes.
Right.
So brothers and sisters, I just wanted to clear that up. But we must understand. You see, we too busy worried about leadership comes. No matter what, leadership comes.
That's true, that's true.
You have to accept it.
Yes, sir.
You trying to be a leader on the keyboard at home on the internet. You pose a question out there, and you have people answering the questions. And when they finish, when you get so many comments, you go back and you answer the question that you pose for the people to look up to you. When the people look up to you, you become a guide or a leader to the people.
That's right.
So they start looking up to you. So, brothers and sisters, we are immature in our thinking.
That's true. Yes, sir. That's true.
Now look,
Think about it.
the messenger says, when the rich man and the poor man in Islam, the homeless man in Islam, no matter what, when you bow down to God right next to each other in Islam, there is no rich man, there is no poor man, there is no homeless man.
That's right.
You are all the same.
Yes, sir.
Quality.
This is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said.
That's right.
There's no big eyes in little you.
True.
That's right. Yes, sir.
We are all equal, though there are those put in front of us to guide us to the place that we need to go.
That's
right.
right.
This is not hard,
No, sir.
but you big wise thinkers are immature in your thinking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is simple.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing hard about this, brothers and
That's right.
sisters.
That's right.
Science is mathematics, brother.
Mathematics.
That's right. Teach, brothers.
So, brothers and sisters, I bring my talk to a close.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
I hope you got
Praise
some
be.
understanding
Yes, sir.
of what the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is about.
That's right.
I didn't go into the Bible, I didn't go into the Holy Quran. We don't always have to do that.
That's
Yes,
right.
Know thyself.
Yeah.
Know you are not Mr. Jones, Mr. Jefferson.
That's right.
Find yourself, brothers and
That's
sisters.
right. Yes, sir.
By finding yourself, you stand up among the crowd.
That's
Yes,
true.
sir.
You know, you see someone with or you go to a clothing store and you see a rack of clothes, and you go through the rack of clothes, and then you see this beautiful dress, or you see this beautiful, real appealing suit, and you stop and you pull it out and you say, "Wow, this is me." You see, and you didn't look through racks of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
You see, but that beautiful piece of garment was lost in the midst of all the others.
That's right. Think about that.
We are lost in the midst of the others, brothers and
That's right.
sisters.
Yes, sir.
But this knowledge of truth given to us by Allah through His messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, brothers and
Yes,
sisters,
sir.
will make us stand up
That's right.
and be the people that we are supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Brothers and sisters, I'm thankful for you being here today.
Yes, sir.
And I hope you got some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the teaching of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I'd like to greet you, my brothers and sisters, in the greeting words of peace and paradise. Assalamu alaikum.
Let's give Mr. Yusuf another hand. Unlike the church, we haven't passed the basket around 4 or 5 times or anything like that. But one of the principles of Islam is charity.
Yes.
And those who are able or blessed to give charity, please, your secretary.
Excuse me, I was moving too fast. Brothers and sisters, is there anyone among you have any questions? So, Brother Minister's here, and he will answer any question you have. Anyone have any questions? Yes, sir.
My question would be is, that I'm thinking about my sons, FOI and FOI training. We will be able to make those boys.
Basically asking, are there gonna be FOI training available?
Yes, the FOI training meetings, and not only for myself, but, you know, my boys.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir. Well, once we get established with a place where we can have meetings through the week,
Yes, sir.
maybe Wednesday, Friday,
Yes, sir.
then we set those days aside for lessons and the answers of the questions that are in the lessons for FOI and MGT training.
Yes, sir.
We can have time on those days to go into the things that we don't have time to go into this 1 hour period that we have to teach. We could extend some extra time on a Sunday to do some training, to have the brothers come together and the sisters come together
Yes, sir.
and go over their MGT studies, and the brothers go over their FOI studies. We need training in discipline,
Yes, sir.
learning the brothers how to be soldiers for Allah.
Yes,
sir.
And, but this takes time, and we need time set aside for this. And as it look like we have a dozen brothers here today,
Yes, sir.
we have enough to train them how to become disciplined Muslims, how to soldier for the messenger of Allah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
So maybe right after Savior's Day, we would get together and we would set up the temple where we can go through all of this. And we pray Allah that we can build a strong FOI here in San Antonio.
Yes, sir.
We had a strong FOI once, we can have it again.
That's
Yes,
right.
right.
And this time we can have it stronger than before.
Yes,
right.
sir.
And as I was telling Brother James, some of you may not know him, but his brother was in the nation long ago.
Yes, sir.
But he came back to us here.
That's right.
He never left the messenger,
No,
but
sir.
he was going through different changes under different ministers.
Yes, sir.
But he said that this time he's going nowhere. He's going to be here till he dies. This brother used to follow us wherever we went to teach. He was a state trooper. What is the rank of captain?
At that time, I was a sergeant at that time.
Sergeant at that time. But then he went and he, what was it, south of the border?
I was, yes, sir, Colonel, Chief of Police there.
Yeah. But anyway, the brother retired now.
Yes, sir.
And he devoting all his time
All praise
to the
be
messenger's
God.
teachings
All praise be.
and help build this nation.
Yes, sir.
So the brother knows the law. He knows how to get around these and other things. And the brother almost cried when he told me, he said, "Brother, I want to protect you. I want to stand by you."
Yes, sir. All
Praise
praise.
to Allah.
And the brother is in Austin. He lives in Austin. But we expect to expand back to Austin. We used to teach in Austin.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And there are a number of people in Austin that we could get back. But once we start doing this, and as Brother Wally and Colleen, the believers up there can easily get to Austin every Sunday
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
or Saturday. We can teach on Saturday and Sunday,
All right.
as I used to do. You know,
Yes, sir.
we used to go to Colleen on Saturdays and teach, and come back and teach on Sundays here.
That's right.
And we had a lot of followers up there, but a lot of things turned our people away because they still had the fear of the devil within us.
That's right. Yes, sir.
When 9/11 came, that turned a lot of Muslims, they got afraid
Yes, sir.
because the devil started his attack on Muslims. In these, so sisters stopped wearing their uniforms, their headscarves. They didn't want to be identified as Muslims. So they were Sunday Muslims. And then they strayed away and then they became like Christians.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Same way with the brothers. So today, we have to learn that there is no fear in us
Yes.
of the devil.
No, sir.
Allah is our protector.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
The Orthodox Muslims, that's who they have to worry about.
Yes, sir.
We don't have to worry about the devil attacking us.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Although he would like to, but he knows that once, as the Bible teaches you, you touch a hair of one of mine,
That's right, sir.
I would destroy all of you.
That's right.
So we have our protection in Allah. We don't fear the devil.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
And the devil fears us.
Yes, sir.
He's afraid that some foolish devil that don't know might make a mistake and attack one of us. So the devil fears us, and he protects us.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
He would come to protect us, not the Christians.
That's right.
So brothers and sisters, we have to train our FOI to protect our sisters,
That's
our
right.
children.
Yes, sir.
And we need that training bad,
Yes, sir.
because time is running out.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, brother man.
Well, it's not.
My question pertains, well, February 25th of this year marks 40 years that the messenger has not been among us. Can you teach on what the messenger taught on that subject as it relates to Moses being away for the 40 years on the mountain?
Well, this is a subject that goes, we don't have time to go deep into it. But Moses was in the wilderness for 40 years before he died. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad